Welcome to Leading Voices by GSF, Global Speakers Federation. My name is Antoni Lacinai. I'm your host here, normally a global keynote speaker. And today I'm so happy and proud to have the current president of Global Speakers Federation, Ruby Newell-Legner, with me. Thank you. And hello, Ruby.
And what an honor it is to be here today with you.
Well, the honor is mine. And I already said thank you, by the way, which was kind of strange to start off with. Welcome was what I was supposed to
Place
say.
to start.
Ruby, before we go into your presidency, tell us about you. Who are you and what are you passionate about? We can see the logo in the corner.
Well, gosh, I was born. No, I won't start there. Well, I've been speaking 30 years, but before I was a speaker, I was a swim coach. I competed for 17 years as a swimmer, and then I coached swimming and for 20 years. So you guys can do the math and figure out how old I am at some point. I absolutely loved coaching and I loved swimming so much and was very surprised when the doctors told me that the only way I could get well, I was experiencing these major headaches and sinus infections all the time. And when the doctors told me the only way I could get well was to get off the pool deck and get out of the pool environment because I had become allergic to the pool air. I faced the facts that I needed to get off the pool deck. So I looked for other things that I could do and found out I really love training. So I was born as a speaker because if I couldn't coach on the pool deck, maybe I could coach somewhere else. My mentor at the time through the National Speakers Association happened to be involved in working with the sports team, and they asked him to do customer service. And he says, well, I really don't do that, but I know somebody who does. So that was my first team, was the Denver Broncos. And the Denver Broncos invited other teams to come look at their facility when they opened, and that led to the Buffalo Bills. And the Buffalo Bills said, hey, this is great. And they told the Colts. Colts told the Steelers. And I know these are all U.S. teams, but pretty
Word
soon
of
I had
mouth. Yeah, exactly.
67 professional sports teams that I did training for. And of course, my background is my favorite professional sports team, the Tampa Bay Lightning. So that led to lots of good stuff there.
And now you are the president, meaning that you have been the vice president before, the president and the president-elect as well, isn't it? Like a four-step thing going on here. And I remember when you were nominated, you pitched and so on, and then you got to be the president soon enough, and now you are a few years later. So tell me about why. Why did you volunteer to do that? Because it's not a 1 year thing, is it? It's a 4 year thing, if you look at it really. What drove you to do this?
Well, I think it really started back, and I'll back up clear back to NSA Colorado. I served on the board in my local chapter, and then I was asked to serve on the board for the National Association. And then I ran for president. And in 2015-16, I was president of our National Association for the National Speakers Association. And I got to travel to 12 different associations around the world. And that was so eye-opening for me. You know, I had been traveling quite a bit. Actually, my logo, 7-Star Service, is from my experience working in Dubai. And it was named after the 7-Star Hotel in Dubai. And
Yeah.
I absolutely love to go to the different countries and learn. I mean, I already confessed to being a learning junkie, and there's just something about how your brain expands and meeting different people and learning about the cultures. And it's just mind expanding. So what I learned so much about myself and about other people and the joy of that as NSA president, I knew that at some point I would probably like to serve on the GSF board as well as maybe put my hat in there for president. And so when the opportunity arose to do that, I was all in. And it's all about giving back because, you know, when you learn so much from something, you can't wait to share what you've learned along the way and help others grow. And that's what GSF is all about. We give back and help others. And in our role in GSF is to give back and help other associations grow. So our mandate and our mission is really to help other associations grow. We don't serve speakers. We serve the association. So, you know, we help the leaders be better leaders. So we're helping them set up their association. We're helping them learn skills and how to run meetings and how to set up their conferences and to be better leaders so that they can help their associations be better for their members and to do better in serving their speakers.
Question was, we were 17 sister organizations around the world at that point. Is it still 17 or is it 18 now?
Well, it's 17, but almost. And the people before me have worked so hard. Charlotte and Nirja both have worked so diligently with a number of almost associations that I predict in the next few months we'll have two more that are going to come on board. Spain and also the Maldives are this close. So hats
Yeah.
off to them for their diligence and hand holding and really helping them become ready to set their applications in. And I predict in the next few months, we'll have two more associations that will be joining the
Amazing.
Global Speakers Federation.
And so on. What was that vision that you wanted to enhance based on you coming in and contributing?
Well, I think overall, the big picture is that we all have lessons to learn from each other. And, I know every association, including NSA, has made mistakes. And we, as leaders, we've all made mistakes. And I have always been one that is not bashful about sharing my mistakes. So I can save somebody from not making them. And we also have successes that we can share and help other people make those same, those opportunities to just, wow, that worked for you. Let's see if we can try that or a variation of it. So, if we develop the relationships that we can share the oh, don't do this because that didn't work, and hey, this worked for us, and so maybe you can try that. If we can really get to know each other well enough that we can share those, that's such a saving people from errors and also helping them grow that something worked for us. I think that's the camaraderie that I want to create, that unity. Plus, I think, it's very interesting. I'll give you an example. We were at Influence this year, and there was like five presidents sitting around at a table. And one person said that she was having this situation, and she shared with us what was going on, and we all just chimed in and said, "Have you thought about this?" And it was a moment I will never forget. I can still picture it, and it was a moment where we all just had that, oh man, I've had something like that we experienced. And we all just had that camaraderie and that empathy for each other. And we were all together trying to help her solve the situation. And it's like, this is what I want for everybody, that we can, share that and feel comfortable that it's confidential and not, have anybody else judge us for it, because we've all got that situation going on. And to have that feeling that we could do that without any judgment or anybody sharing inappropriately or whatever. And
Now, there's an
that's
openness and an
honestly,
honesty and a
yeah,
vulnerability that can only come from trust. And as you say, knowledge sharing and
exactly,
so on. So the bigger we, the smaller them, so to say. And we got that going
exactly.
on.
The trust. And I think the other thing is that, ethics are so important in our business as speakers, with our clients and with each other. And
Mm.
I think it's the foundation of our organizations. And so I think that, when, I'm involved in, this is like, I think the 38th board I've ever been on. And so, in and out of, or, speaking organizations. And so I understand how important ethics are within an association. So if an association understands how important values are and how they really do build the foundation of trust, and how the bylaws and the policies, some people are like, they roll their eyes and they don't understand how important they are. But if they understand how important they are and they have them and they go by them, then it develops that level of trust. And if the ethics are in there, it really does help um, the organization. And so some young organizations don't have those. And so once you have years involvement in it and you can help a new organization have that, oh, it's just it's a good feeling when they get it. You can see the light bulb go off. So those are some of the things that I see that I can bring to the table and say, this is how it helps, and this is why it's important. You'll see in the long run how you look back on, you make your decisions based on that. Does it fit our values and our vision for the organization? And if it doesn't, then you don't do it. So you have a check and balance system.
They can almost leapfrog some of the mistakes and just go straight into proven methods as well. Ruby, I am on my last question already.
Oh my gosh.
You have about half a year left of your presidency. What is it that you want to achieve in this half year? Give us a couple of concrete things that you will do. Probably places you want to go to or will go to, and some activities that you really want to get all the way in. So it's there.
I would say two things are really important to me. My goal is to visit each one of the associations, and I've done each one that has a conference that I've been to so far. I will be going to India, then to France, then to I think the next one after that one is Australia, and then South Africa, and then to Latin America. They've just added a conference, so I have those ahead of me, and then of course back to NSA again in July. And I think that it's really important. I love to get to know the people and support the leaders in each one of those associations so they know what GSF is and how important it is. And the other thing is I love to be to develop the leadership as well. So one of the things I did this year when I came on as president is the presidential leadership team, which is the past president, the president, vice president, and the president-elect. We did a thing called Working Genius. So we all found out what our working genius was, and we tap into that. So we all have different talents, and it's on a scale of where you are in your thinking and where your genius is. And so we tap into that frequently. And I think that, it's an opportunity for us to grow as a group, as how we contribute to the decisions and those kind of things. So I plan to tap into that more too as we grow as leaders, because that's an important thing for me, because it goes back to that learning thing. I want us to all learn about each other and work better together, and also learn how to be better leaders.
So when July, is it July that you switch to the next?
Yep.
So when July happens, and you stand there and you proudly give the token to Mike, is it?
Mike,
then you will say, you're in good hands, Mike. We've done something really good. And that's what you just mentioned then.
Yep.
And we can help each other out to really make sure that everyone feel that community, I guess.
You bet.
Anything else I should have asked you, Ruby?
Oh, boy. Antoni, I just want to say thank you for taking on this mission. I've enjoyed every single one of your interviews. And what I love about it is that you are really getting to the people that run GSF, and you have a heart for service. And we do miss you on the board. So this is a great way to keep you involved, and also to have your service known, because the questions that you're asking people are really helping other people get to know what GSF is all about, and that is a gift. Thank you so much.
I'm glad I have my beard now, because I'm blushing a bit here now. So thank you so much for that. It was nice. And also thank you to Sylvie de Gusto, who is always helping us out to make this happen as well. So
absolutely,
I just do this, and then we get it up with the help of other people as well. So thank you, Ruby. Thank you for your service. We can say here in this one. And more to come, I hope. So let's end the session here. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was my honor.